Let's finish the Aurum once and for all!
Commencing underworld assault on the Aurum central nervous system.
Children, our final target is the brains behind this operation. The Aurum brain.
Sun God Pyron on the scene now with added pyro cannon action!
With all us gods of Pyron united, the Aurum brain doesn't stand a chance.
It's kind of crazy. The biggest egos in the universe working together?
Drive the intruders back into space, minions.
We cannot lose! Our planet's very existence is on the line!
Do your thing, Pyro Snake! Shazamity Land!
Everyone seems to be in good spirits, though.
Or they finally lost it. Now that we've defeated the Aurum Hive, we need to take down that fortress.
It's huge!
It houses the Aurum brain, which controls every single Aurum unit.
How did you know that?
Oh, Pyron told me.
Man, is that guy obsessed with the Aurum or what? Sure knows a lot about them.
That's because I spent a lot of time on Divinipedia.
Divinipedia? Send me the link.
The time for learning has passed. Attack the Aurum brain!
I'm heading in.
This path will take us directly to the Aurum brain. Come on, Pit. It's time for us to take this space junk to the space dump.
So this is the Aurum brain.
Do your thing, Pit. You know, your shooting thing. It's brain frying time!
What are you doing?
Hold on, Pit, I'm getting you out! Just a little farther!
I don't know what even happened in there. Did Pyron make it out?
Nicely done!
Pyron?
Thanks to you, Pyron has leveled up! I am now a level infinity epic super god plus! Ultimate power is now Pyron.
What are you talking about?
This is what I'm talking about.
The Aurum troops changed color.
I'm pulling the Aurum strings now! Not even the combined power of the gods can stop me!
Oh snap. Poor King got doomed.
This might not be the best time to rub salt in the wound.
What kind of rat tricks an angel, Pyron?
What? I can't hear you over all this awesome!
Yeah, this is intense!
So, anyone have any bright ideas on how to take them out?
I suppose we have no choice. This is it. My single remaining jewel.
Wait a second. Is that a reset bomb?
Time to let nature take its course.
This is out of control!
Who's awesome now, Pyron?
Is that really all you got?
How could this happen?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the power of flight is running out.
So now what?
I'm sorry, Pit. I have to get you out of there.
Oh no, what's
don't understand why.
That's because you don't have an associate degree in telepathic interference.
Are you blocking me?
My wings are getting hot!
I'm sorry, I can't carry you any farther. I have to cut off the power of flight. Pit! Pit!
Mayday! Mayday! This looks like the end! I never learned how to read!
Ugh. Pull yourself together. I've got you covered.
Veridi!
All you have to do is line yourself up with the platform below.
Ouch!
I'm glad you're all right.
But why did you save me, Veridi? I don't get it.
There's nothing to get. Just shut your yapper and get ready to fight.
By invading our land, the Arum have declared war on all of us. And with Chiron on their side, they've become even more powerful. If we don't defeat them today, we may not have it tomorrow.
Ugh. Ever get tired of being such a nerd? All you need are 20-sided dice and some thick glasses.
My X-ray specs allow me to see your ignorance.
Yeah, enough with the lame comedy routine. It's time for us to strike.
This isn't much space to fight on.
Picky. Maybe this'll suit His Majesty a little better.
Thanks. This is much better.
It looks like Veridi is also donating some of her forces to carry the platform. But this platform is bigger, so there's more room for enemies. Stay on your guard. That Arum ship flying overhead is the size of a continent.
If it were me, I wouldn't sweat it.
Enemies incoming, Pit!
Get your own platform, jerks!
That armed ship is going to engulf your entire platform!
I'm trapped!
Arum vermin!
They're well coordinated. I'll give them that.
Be careful, Pit. Those walls are extremely hot.
Children, full speed ahead! Yeah!
There's an Arum doze ahead blocking your way. Get rid of it.
All right!
My thoughts exactly! I made it out of the ship!
Good job, but there are enemies closing in from all directions. Watch out.
Our little somebody must have a thing for you, Pit.
Of course he does. Pit's the only one that Loon considers an equal.
Ugh!
Looks like you've got company.
That Coma is trying to scam a free ride. What a deadbeat!
Attention passengers. Those who fail to pay their fare must exit the vehicle.
Whoa!
You've got a battleship on your tail.
Oh boy!
And one on your front.
You're being sandwiched!
Ah, yes. The old sandwich tactic. How delectable.
Shut up, Hades! Forces of nature! Push that platform up and out of there! Good! You broke free!
I see you're hard at work.
Chiron!
Chiron Creed number 427. Hard work should always be rewarded, which is why I got a present for me to destroy you. It's Pyroblaster time!
Huh? Uh-oh.
Hold on!
Ah!
Come on, Pit! No whipping out! See? You're so I can't say the same for my troops that were carrying your platform.
I feel terrible about this.
Our forces of major allies made the ultimate sacrifice, but there's no point dwelling. I call for backup.
Whoa, whoa! Centurions? Phew, that was close.
Glad to see you're safe, Captain.
The Centurions are in way over their heads.
They mean well. They're just not very effective.
Pretty harsh words for your own troops.
Pull them out! I don't want them to get hurt!
Then how do you plan to make it to Pyron?
I'll think of something.
We live to serve, Captain. Your mission is to defeat Pyron and eliminate the Aram forces. We dedicate our energy and resources to helping you reach that goal.
Okay, okay. Then charge, soldiers!
Previous path into the Aram Brain is, well, aflame.
You can thank Pyron for that.
You'll have to go around.
Going in!
You've got Aram enemies on your tail.
There's an obstacle ahead!
Keep moving forward! I'll take care of it!
Jump over the lasers to avoid getting hit.
They're coming from the battleship outside.
Ah, alien ingenuity at its best.
We're closing in on Pyron.
That is decent.
Get it together, Pip. My poor Centurions are struggling. Destroy those enemies now.
I'm trying my best!
That goddess needs to go to leadership training.
What have I done? All the Centurions are...
Actually, I have to.
What? Don't scare me like that!
But these are the last of them, so seriously, be careful this time. Is right up ahead.
Halt! Halt! Stay away!
Does something seem a little off about Pyron?
How can you even tell?
Pyron! What are you doing? Are you really controlling the Aurum, Pyron? Or are they controlling you?
I will not be controlled! He will not be controlled!
Oh boy, what's he gotten himself into?
Just as you suspected, the Aurum brain has overtaken Chiron.
Intruder must be purged. We must consume all.
Just like bugs, the Aurum are powerful as a swarm. Very right.
They're like moths, drawn to the flame of battle. They live only to consume and destroy, like hungry moths.
We will multiply. We must be all.
In that sense, they're pretty much like any other living creature. They're concerned with their own survival and propagation. Each species influences the other, and that is the cycle of life. But this is just too much. It's too destructive.
Go back to space! Ah!
I need to extract you.
This seems familiar!
We've been doing this a lot. With any luck, Pyron will push the Aurum to the other end of the galaxy.
He finally does something useful.
Now we can get back to eliminating the real enemy, the Underworld Army.
So long, space scum!